and Melanie Collins.
It's 59 degrees, winds at 10 in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Meadowlands, for the first place Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The Dolphins with a new starting quarterback in Teddy Bridgewater. The Jets have Zach Wilson with his second straight start after coming off the injured list, all serving as our backdrop today. Good afternoon, everyone. Kevin Harlan with Trent Green will check in with our sideline reporter, Melanie Collins, moments from now. Can you believe it? We are already just at that quarter mark of the NFL season. My goodness.
And Kevin, I'm excited for this game. The Dolphins have an opportunity to move to 3-0 in the division, and the Jets are trying to build upon last week's win over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
For the Dolphins, no Tua Tagovailoa. He is out, of course, in concussion protocol. And we just saw his replacement today starting at QB, Teddy Bridgewater.
How about Teddy Bridgewater, former first-round pick of the Minnesota Vikings, getting an opportunity to start for his fifth team in the NFL. I'm excited to see what Mike McDaniel does with Teddy Bridgewater. Different skill set than what Tua Tagovailoa has. So Teddy Bridgewater, look for him to throw a little bit more and push the ball down the field. Even though Tua's been doing a great job pushing it up the field, we take a look back at what Teddy's done in his career. That knee injury in 2016, and then filling in for Drew Brees in 19, going 5-0. 2 years ago in Carolina, last season in Denver, where he had the opportunity to go up against this Jets defense. So he's familiar with what Robert Saleh wants to get done on that defensive side of the ball. And he has a couple of outstanding weapons. When you consider Tyreek Hill, the big trade in the offseason, leads the NFL in receiving yards, and Jalen Waddle at over 18 yards a catch. Kevin, remember, these two were limited in practice this week.
And that is a big story we'll keep track of all day today. All right, now for the 2-2 Jets. They're winless at home. They've won 2 come-from-behind games on the road. And last week they welcomed back, as we talked about, Zach Wilson.
Well, there's a lot of excitement around Zach Wilson and what he did a year ago and trying to build upon that this year. He got hurt in the preseason, knee injury, missed the first 3 starts, came back last week, was a little rusty in the first 3 quarters, but then caught fire in the 4th quarter and was able to pull out the win in Pittsburgh. Going green is going to show you some of the struggles that he had early on in the game. You have to be decisive with your decision. Get off of that first read, get back to your second read quickly, and get rid of the ball, but instead he hangs on to it too long. He's lucky this wasn't a pick 6, a late throw into the flat. In the 4th quarter, when they needed a big play, saw the double coverage in the middle of the field, went to the outside, very decisive on his throw to Corey Davis. We got a big first down to set up that final score. There's the 2 receivers he's going to be relying on. Corey Davis, in his 2nd year with the Jets, leads the team in receiving yards. And then Garrett Wilson. Kevin, you and I have been excited about him, the explosiveness that he brings in that combination.
Quick twitch for sure. To the field of Melanie Collins. The Jets getting some offensive line help with the veteran off of IR today, Mel.
That's right, Kevin. 5-time Pro Bowler Dwayne Brown makes his return at left tackle today after missing the first 4 games of the season with a torn rotator cuff. He was given the option to have season-ending surgery, but opted not to have it because of how badly he wanted to play this season. He was a full go in practice on Friday, where we watched him in full pads take all the reps with the ones, though he did have that shoulder quite heavily wrapped, and he will be wearing a brace for this game today. But Trent, this Jets offensive line has had trouble finding any consistency, so a very welcome return for Zach Wilson and this Jets offense.
Yeah, Melanie, Dwayne Brown coming back is going to provide some solid backside effort for Zach Wilson. What this offense needs to get done, they need that offensive line to give Wilson protection.
All right, with the Miami win, they'll have their best start in 2 decades. The Jets have lost 12 straight in the division. The Miami Dolphins, the New York Jets, next